Want to explore more and spend less? Alaska Airlines makes it easy with great fares to places you really want to go. Bask in the warmth of Hawaii with flights to 4 Hawaiian islands, or follow the Timbers on the road. Fly Alaska to Washington, D.C. and watch the Timbers take on D.C. United, or head to Chicago to extinguish the fire. Maybe a quick trip down the coast to San Jose to shake up the earthquakes. No matter where you go, Alaska offers the most flights and the most places from Portland. Explore more, spend less. Visit alaskaair.com. Are you 12 or under and want to be an official member of the Portland Timbers? The Timbers would like to personally invite you to be a part of the KeyBank Little Timbers Fan Club, the LTFC. See what it means to be a member and how you can sign up today. Visit the LTFC table near the front gates here at tonight's match or at the Timbers website, portlandtimbers.com. We've always had a place to watch. Now we have a place to root. We are Root Sports. Take the first step to becoming a season ticket holder. Place your name on the Timbers season ticket holder waiting list. Your $50 refundable deposit per seat secures your priority spot to obtain season tickets when they become available. Once on the waiting list, you'll enjoy access to special discounts, exclusive pre-sale opportunities, exciting events, and much more. Call 503-553-5555 to secure your spot today. Alex Morgan, Christine Sinclair, and the Thorns FC open their inaugural home campaign Sunday, April 21st, right here at Jellywed Field. Don't miss any of the 2013 season. Purchase your season tickets today. Hey, Timber fans, it's fresh strawberry season in Burgerville. Our fresh strawberry shortcakes, milkshakes, smoothies, and lemonades are a springtime delight. Enjoy one at Burgerville today. Don't ruin hungry. And fans, check out the video board to see what Timbers followers are tweeting about regarding tonight's match. Let's meet the starting 11, presented by Tire Factory. First, for the San Jose Earthquake Reserves. Starting in goal, number 1, David Bingham. On defense, number 33, Stephen Badisher. Number 22, Abu Tami. Number 35, Hunter Gorski. And number 27, Colin Mitchell. At midfield, number 7, Cordell Cato. Number 5, Brad Ring. Number 10, Walter Martinez. And number 17, Sam Garza. And forward, number 9, Mike Fucito. And number 14, Adam John. Here are the available substitutes for the Earthquake Reserves this evening. Number 13, Evan Newton. Number 19, Peter McGlynn. Number 37, Tommy Thompson. Number 43, Trevor Long. Number 28, Dan Delgado. Number 32, AJ Gray. And number 29, Alexandre Emerson. And now, here's the starting 11 for your Portland Timber Reserves. Starting in goal, number 30, Milos Kosic. On defense, number 2, Ryan Miller. Number 15, Stephen Evans. Number 18, Ryan Kowalik. Number 25, Dylan Tucker Gangnis. At midfield, number 14, Ben Zamansky. Number 17, Michael Nanchoff. Number 23, Moby Fair. At forward, number 10, Frederic Piquion. Number 20, Jose Valencia. And number 24, Sebastian Rincon. Available substitutes for the Timber Reserves this evening. Number 90, Jake Gleason. Number 40, Christian Desur. Number 41, Nico De Vera. Number 42, Lucas Colley. Number 43, Anthony Mascioni. And number 44, James Nosak. Now, please welcome to the pitch tonight's officials and starting 11 for the San Jose Earthquake Reserves and Portland Timbers Reserves.
Good evening and welcome to PortlandTimbers.com for tonight's Timbers Reserves match against the San Jose Earthquakes Reserves. Coming up from Jeld-Wen Field, we will have the starting lineups and a whole lot more right after the national anthem. Fletcher Johnson and Brent Jacobs here with you. We'll have more coming up next here on PortlandTimbers.com.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we welcome Carrie Cunningham, who will honor us with her rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. But first, please join us as we observe a moment of silence for those affected by this afternoon's events at the Boston Marathon. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the city of Boston.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening once again and welcome to Portland Timbers Reserve League Soccer here on PortlandTimbers.com along with former Colorado Rapids assistant Brett Jacobs. I'm your host Fletcher Johnson, and tonight taking in Portland Timbers Reserves and San Jose Earthquakes Reserves as we come into this match. The Timbers are currently sitting in second place in the Western Division of the Reserve League. Through 3 games, the Timbers 2 wins and 1 draw. The wins over Seattle and Tampa Bay, the loss to Colorado. And for San Jose, just 1 game on the season thus far for the Earthquakes Reserves, 0-1-0. The 1 loss coming for the San Jose Earthquakes. And we look at the starting lineups for this one tonight. First for the Timbers, Milos Kosic in goal for the Timbers. Was acquired in the offseason as a part of the trade that also brought Ryan Johnson to the Portland Timbers. Kosic started 27 games for Toronto FC last year. He will be in the all-black, a 4-3-3 in front of him. Ryan Miller, Steven Evans, Ryan Kowalik, Dylan Tucker-Gagnis, the first-round draft pick out of Washington on the defensive line. In the midfield, Ben Zemansky, the Akron product. Michael Nanshoff had a goal last week against Tampa Bay on a penalty kick. And Moby Fair, the U17, U18, U20 national teamer for the United States. The 3 forwards, Frederic Picayune, the 34-year-old Premier League product, Jose Valencia, and Sebastian Rincon. Substitutes for the Timbers, Jake Gleason, Christian Desir, who's a U18 Academy player, Nico De Vera, a U16 Academy player, Lucas Cawley, U18 Anthony Machoni, U18, and James Nosak, a U18 as well. Timbers reserves coached by Cameron Knowles. Meanwhile, for the Earthquakes reserves, David Bingham in goal, Stephen Badisher, Abu Tami, Hunter Gorski, and Colin Mitchell. In front of him in a 4-4-2 formation, Cordell Ketu, who came over from Seattle in the offseason, is joined in the midfield by Brad Ring, Walter Martinez, and Sam Garza. Your two forwards, former Portland Timber Mike Fusito and Adam John. Substitutes for the Earthquakes reserves, Evan Newton, Peter McGlynn, Tommy Thompson, Trevor Long, Dan Delgado, AJ Gray, and Alexandre Emerson. And our officials for tonight, Ronald LeGraff, our head referee, first assistant Lucas Brooks, second assistant on the far side is Bennett Savage, and our fourth official is Andrew Duker. Just about set to get things underway, Brett, and last week we had an opportunity to see the Timbers get a 2-1 win over Tampa Bay, part of that USL MLS partnership that allows these teams to get a few more reserve league games in, and Timbers really kind of controlled play in the second half of that match, got 2 goals and the victory.
Yeah, they're really looking to establish a rhythm of play, and both teams, will, I'm sure, have a good go at it today. Last week, we saw the Timbers come out. They looked to dictate tempo right away. Lots of possession early on. I expect to see the same thing today. Yeah,
lots of possession, always a key for the Timbers, whether it's first team or this reserve league team as well. And you certainly saw it last night in the Timbers 1-0 win. 66% of the possession for the Timbers last night, and they get the beautiful free kick goal from Will Johnson. That ball just too far out in front of Rincon, goes out for an Earthquakes throw here in the first minute of action. As the 2 goals last week for the Portland Timbers reserves coming from Jose Valencia on a beautiful pass from Sebastian Rincon, crossed across the box, and then also Michael Nanshoff with the penalty kick goal. That was the first goal of the match for either team last week. Timbers going right to left. Rincon dribbling it forward, taken down from behind by Ring, and that will be a free kick. So Rincon earns an early free kick for the Timbers here in the second minute.
He's done a good job there to secure the ball early. They get into a dangerous area. See if we can't replicate what Will Johnson did last night.
Absolutely, as was Ring on the foul. This ball about 10 yards outside the 18-yard box, and the line of Earthquake defenders will be about a yard outside the 18. It'll be Nanshoff standing over it. It'll be crossed in. A couple Timbers there. Ball bounces up in the air and will eventually go out of play, and that is a goal kick for David Bingham. The reserve keeper for the San Jose Earthquakes has the distinction of a goal in a friendly match against West Brom Albion. Off of a goal kick.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
So Bingham will get us going here once again. The ball will fall to Cato here on the near side. His pass just a little too wide. It's picked up by Nanshoff. Picayune offside as he was making a good run. Bingham stayed on his line, so if Picayune would have been on sides, he would have been 1v1 versus the keeper from the left side of the 18.
It's good to see nice and early Picayune threatening beyond that back 4. Last week, the front 3 for Portland, just a little bit stagnant, but in that second half, they started to threaten, got themselves a couple goals in the end.
Ring with the restart. Header comes, but straight to Milos Kosic. It was Adam John who got on the end of it, but nobody home. Kosic picks it up, and we'll restart here as we cross into the 4th minute of action. Would be remiss if we didn't at least mention that all of us up here in the broadcast booth, we'll get to that in a moment. Jose Valencia takes a shot from the right side, just high and a little bit right of goal, it looked like, and out for a goal kick for San Jose. But obviously all of us up here in the broadcast booth and everybody within the Timbers organization and Earthquakes organization as well, sending our well wishes to the victims and the families of the victims of the terrible tragedies in Boston at the marathon earlier today. Just terrible to see, and hopefully can provide you a little escape from what has been a very tough Monday for a lot of folks in the sporting world.
I think Valencia will like to have that one back. He's shooting from a very wide angle there. He had runners in the box.
We have a whistle from our head referee, Ronald LeGraff. Looks like a foul's called on San Jose, and the Timbers will restart. Fifth minute of action. Timbers doing well to control the ball here early in the match.
It's refreshing to see. You know, some teams will come out and they'll try to play for territory straight away. They'll dump the ball in and they'll look to turn teams early. You know, Portland, they almost try to establish a rhythm straight from the kickoff.
That pass across the 18 just behind Frederic Picayune from Jose Valencia. Can San Jose keep it in? They can momentarily, but the ball will trickle out for a Timbers throw. Quickly taken into Nanshoff. He is dispossessed, and here comes San Jose the other way, but some nice defensive work from Dylan Tucker-Gagnes, the first-round draft pick, and he's really played well in his time that we've seen him with the Reserve League team and also the few matches in the preseason with the first team as well.
Great dummy.
Great dummy by Picayune. Nanshoff tries to chip back for Picayune, but a little too heavy and out for a goal kick.
They'll be looking for that creative movement. Picayune and Rincon, you know, working off the shoulders of those center backs, not standing in the space, looking to arrive in the space, a little bit of interchange.
Miller heads back to Kosic. Kosic, as I mentioned when we were running through the starting lineups, 27-year-old Serbian native, spent his past 4 years in Major League Soccer, played in DC United with DC United in 2009, and then the last couple seasons with Toronto. His most successful year was last year when he started 27 matches, made 84 saves, did give up 47 goals for a Toronto team that went 5-16-6. Rincon goes down. Stephen Beitashour the guilty party, and it's a restart for the Timbers, 10 yards inside their own half. What do you take away from what you've seen thus far, Brett?
Again, it's all about dictating tempo for Portland. You know, the more they have of the ball, I think the more comfortable that they feel. And when they lose the ball and they lose possession, it's almost immediate, the pressure that they put on it. If they can't get it back in 2 or 3 passes, they'll drop off and they'll recover. But it's all about dictating tempo. 1 and 2 touch, even restarts, you know, quick throws. They want to get a foothold in this game straight away. Here's your pressure.
Timbers certainly pushing up high. And Rincon wins the ball. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Rincon looking for Nanshoff. Left something to be desired on the pass, though, and now San Jose comes the other way. But that high pressure, as you mentioned, Brett, forces San Jose to turn the ball over, and here we go once again.
Well, Picayune's just sort of camped out at the top of the box, and I think he's looking to receive a ball off of Rincon there, or, you know, play a little give and go, but that's where we're looking for that clever link play. You know, if you don't receive it, get on the run. Offer yourself in a different area. Get in behind that back four, but stay on the move.
Picayune called offside there. Bit of a late call from that far side official, Bennett Savage, but offside nonetheless. And as we saw last night, Brett, it took a little while for the Timbers to find those passes through, but they eventually did in the second half against San Jose. Dangerous with San Jose right on the edge of the box here, and Dylan Tucker-Gagnes just punts it out long to the near side for a San Jose throw. This ball will trickle down past the end line and out for a corner kick. went off of Stephen Evans.
Well, going back to your point, Fletch, you know, there's so much parity in the league. There's the games, they're fine lines that decide the games.
Cross comes in, nearly a goal, nicely saved off the line by Nanchoff. And now the Timbers break the other direction. Valencia on the ball, heavy touch, and this one just cut out by Hunter Gorski, a guest player for San Jose this evening. As we take a look at the replay, or will we? Here we go. It looked like Brad Ring who got on the end of it.
Nanchoff's got to get tighter there. That's why you've got the man on the post. He's done his job there.
So a big save from Nanchoff in the 10th minute keeps the score level at zeros. San Jose now attacking the other direction, out to the far side, or out to the near side, I should say, to Cato. Cato dribbling into the edge of the 18. This ball deflected and quickly out for the second corner kick of the match for the Earthquakes reserves in the 11th minute. Coming over to take it will be, it's like number 17, who we do not have on our starting lineup. Cross comes in and is pushed out past the 18, shot taken, and no danger there as it went out near the corner flag. Try and take a look at 17 is Sam Garza. So he's listed at 19 in the starting lineup, but he's actually number 17 this evening for the Earthquakes. 11 minutes in. Still scoreless here at Jeld-Wen Field. Fletcher Johnson and former Colorado assistant Brett Jacobs with you here on PortlandTimbers.com. It's a pleasure to have you with us here on a Monday evening. Not too many of these we have during the course of the year, but it's great to be with you as last night Timbers' first team gets a nice 1-0 victory over the defending Supporter Shield winners, San Jose Earthquakes, and the Timbers reserves will look to get a victory themselves here tonight in their 4th Reserve League match of the year. And Cato gets it, sends it across. Fusito with the header straight up in the air across the 18. It's picked up on the far side. San Jose still in possession right at the edge of the 18. And shot will come deflected by Fusito and out of play. It was Abu Tami who struck it with his left foot, but it went straight into Fusito and out past that far touchline for a goal kick.
That all came from a throw-in on this side. It looked like something straight from the training ground. It was a good little piece of link play and movement from the throw-in, and got Cato down the line to get that cross in.
Zamansky heads on to Valencia. Controls nicely back to Zamansky, and he'll try and make the long switch, although this one cut out by Beitasher. Picked up by Evans. Nanchoff to Rincon. Rincon double teamed, knocked out a play for a Timbers throw.
See, that's where he draws 2 defenders to him. If he can just come out and change a point of attack, you know, you draw all these blue bodies onto this side, just try and find that space on the other side of the field. Keep the ball moving. Keep circulating the ball.
Try the long ball forward for Picayune. Unable to find him, and San Jose maintaining possession, but the Timbers pressing higher. Picayune could not go after that ball as he was offside, in an offside position. But look at that, 2 Timbers inside the 18, and to turn over here, Nanchoff with the shot, back of the net, goal, 1-0 Timbers, 14th minute, and it comes because of the pressure.
We talk about good teams looking to make things happen and poor teams waiting for things to happen. You know, you can see that pressure. They're sticking to a rigid game plan of there's your trigger to go and press. It's not just one or two players. It's actually the third player that goes and presses. Win the ball higher up the field.
Looked like it was Abu Tommy with the turnover. Straight to Nanshoff. Actually, probably more on David Bingham there. But nonetheless, 1-0 to the Timbers.
It's great to see.
And another turnover. And the Timbers, seemingly with all the momentum to this point in the matches, Stephen Badisher knocks it out of play, and it'll be a Timbers throw, quickly taken into Zemansky. Zemansky will send the cross in the direction of Picayune. Nicely cut out by Badisher. Now the Earthquakes attacking the other way. Mike Fusita will get on the end of this one. 3 players coming in. Adam John looks like he's able to get ahead to it, but straight down to the ground. Dylan Tucker-Gagnes was there, and Milos Kosic picks it up to avoid any further danger.
Did his job, tracked his runner.
Always seems like, especially in these reserve matches, Brett, and you might be able to speak to this a little better, but after that first goal comes, things really seem to open up for the next 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, nothing changes momentum in a game like a goal. And, inexperienced players will have more of a challenge in dealing with that. More experienced players won't. And that's what you get sometimes in these reserve games. They're younger players, they're learning that ebb and flow of the game and how to deal with that.
Milos Kosic comes all the way out to the edge of his box and takes down Adam John. No foul called, though. Ball will trickle out for a goal kick. So things really back and forth here over the last couple minutes since the Nanshoff goal, and Kosic will restart to Dylan Tucker-Gagnes.
Really is a balance, of what the coach wants and what he believes in. If you score a goal, do you immediately go and try and get that second one? Do you sit back and do you defend? Do you try and protect that lead? It's all based on the state of the game as well and the meaning of the game. And one thing I like about Portland is that they do attack it and they're aggressive and they want to find that jugular. They want that second goal, and if they lose possession, how do you deal with that?
Incidentally, that goal from Nanshoff, his second of the Reserve League season after he had a penalty kick goal last week. Timbers will go all the way back to Kosic. He will wait to punt it long. In the direction of Valencia. Header won, though, by San Jose.
High boot, I think.
The referee speaking with Nanshoff, telling him to settle it down a bit, and it's a restart for San Jose.
Nothing malicious in that. I think he's just going for the ball.
These two first-team sides played a very physical match last night. A couple of yellow cards for each side, and then eventually, obviously, one of the most poignant moments of the match is Alan Gordon was sent off. Brett, you were sitting up here with us. What did you see out of the challenge from Alan Gordon on Mikel Silvestre that eventually led to his second yellow card?
Well, he certainly caught him. I don't think there was a lot of intent to hurt him. But that's what you see in games at that level is, players who arrive in the air before another one, maybe catch an elbow. It's certainly a card, but I don't think it was a whole lot of malintent.
It's an unenviable position for the officials in matches like that where they are so physical. And last night and even last week as well, when the Timbers took on the Houston Dynamo, both very physical matches that the Timbers were able to come out on top. 1-0 here, Timbers, 19th minute of action at Geldwin Field. Fourth match of the Reserve League season for the Timbers. They're 2-1-0 thus far this season with wins over Seattle and Tampa Bay and a loss to Colorado a couple weeks ago.
It's great technique by Zemansky there. He's just pulling the strings in midfield. Here we go.
Rincon running at the defenders, will take the shot, curling to the left, but just too far wide of that far post. Looking for that right upper 90. Goes wide. Restart here for the Timbers. Foul called there on Adam John as Tucker Gagnes went over the top. 20th minute, 1-0 Timbers. Go out to that far side for Valencia.
What a ball.
Down off the chest. And this one will go out of play for a corner kick. The Timbers' first of the match comes in the 20th minute. UPS wants to remind you can take a Timber to school. Go into the UPS store to register for a chance to have a Timbers player attend your school and meet your friends. And while you're there, pick up a free 2013 Timbers calendar. Go to the upsstore.com to find a location near you. Nanchoff will send it in, left-footed in-swinger. Headed away nicely by Garza, and back out of play for a Timbers throw.
Rowdy, threatening, or inconsiderate behavior such as standing in aisles, profane or abusive language, fighting or intoxication will not be tolerated and will result in ejection and arrest.
You know, Fletch, one of the things I like about what Caleb's done with the group is he's creating a system that really fits the players' characteristics, and it allows them to express themselves, and you know, really it's free-flowing, and they can hit you in so many different ways. You see that long switch. They don't mind playing in tight areas. They can hit you on the break. They defend well. And there's nothing better than a couple of results that'll pass through, you know, into this reserve group to make them feel confident and positive about their play.
Moby Fair with the foul, and yeah, you see it with the first team. We've seen it these last couple weeks with the reserve team as well, is playing a style that your players can adapt to. It seems like you talk about playing in those tight spaces. I'd have to imagine it takes a lot of confidence to play in those tight spaces. Not only take a lot of confidence, but also know and trust where your teammates are going to be as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. You know, first and foremost, it takes technique and the quality of passing. How you pass. Can you play into a player's feet when he's got a defender on his back with the right weight? You know, if there's a defender on his left side, can he play safe side onto his right side? And you know, all the little things that happen in keeping possession will, you know, dictate whether you're successful or not. And it's a powerful way of playing because it puts defenders on their back foot.
Szymanski turns it over in midfield. The pass coming long for Fusito. Foot race with Dylan Tucker Gagnes, and he knocks it out of play and wins that strongly inside the 18, out for an Earthquakes throw 5 yards from the end line. Really just continue to be impressed with what we've seen from Tucker Gagnes here early this season, whether it be in reserve league matches, preseason matches, or otherwise. The second-round draft pick out of Washington has played for the Timbers U23s and played all 90 minutes in all 3 reserve matches for this team. The 22-year-old has played well. Header comes down, shot taken by John, but he is offsides, and it will be a Timbers restart for Milos Kosic here in the 23rd minute as Portland holds a 1-0 advantage over San Jose.
It's the second clearance that's come in and been headed down. Like to see some of those clearances, you know, up and away and out of that danger area.
Some ominous clouds hanging over Geldwin Field right now. We saw some rain before the match. Hasn't rained since the match started, though, and the sun shining to the west. And clear skies to the east now as well. Just the dark clouds directly over Geldwin Field as San Jose earns a throw. Just about halfway through the first half here at Gerald Winfield. Bad turnover there by Gagnes. Fusito with it. It'll go wide to Walter Martinez, who will take the shot and net it past Milo Kocic on the right side, and we are even at ones here in the 24th minute.
It's a great strike. It's a cheap giveaway over here. They get caught on the ball, caught dwelling on the ball, quicker decision. They win it back perfectly, and, it's just a giveaway in a dangerous part of the field.
That one could not have been struck much better by Walter Martinez as he got it past Kocic, the outstretched arms, to level the score at 1. And guess you could say I was somewhat responsible for that because I was talking up Tucker Gagnes, and then he turned the ball over, and that led to the goal for San Jose. So I'll just try and make sure I'm a little more careful with my words here throughout the course of the rest of the match. Nanchoff sends a cross in. It's chested down by Beitashear and picked up by Bingham. It was giving Keith Blyer a hard time at the end of the first team match last night about talking clean sheets and Timbers defense playing so well, and I'd seen too many of those matches end with goals from an opposing team here at Gerald Winfield, but Donovan Ricketts and the rest of the first team stood up to the task and were able to hold San Jose scoreless. Chris Wondolowski did have a shot from about 7 feet with just a few minutes left in the match, but Donovan Ricketts was there to make the save. Cordell Cato with a dangerous diagonal run just a little too far out in front of him, and Kocic able to pick it up, quickly rolls it out for Evans. Ball deflected out of play for a Timbers throw. Picquion.
Not for a back pass. Touch keeper.
We look at the Timbers bench tonight. Jake Gleason, the only member of the first team on the bench for the Timbers. You have 4 U18 Academy members and 1 U16 Academy member in Nico De Vera. And Brett, I got to imagine that these kind of matches are such a great opportunity for those guys to, if nothing else, have an opportunity to warm up with some first team players and be out here at Gerald Winfield and probably have an opportunity to jump in the final few minutes of the match and see some action as well.
Yeah, it's all about bleeding these young guys in and, opportunities. If you're 16, 15, 17 years old and you've got an opportunity to come into a stadium like this and, you're in a locker room with senior players, it just rubs off on you, and you watch how they conduct themselves, how they walk, how they talk. It's a great learning tool, and whether they get in the game or just participate in a warm-up, it's very important for their development. It's great. I think personally it's what separates us from the rest of the world in a lot of ways is, that age between 15 and 19 years old. If you're at a club like Barcelona or AC Milan, you're in amongst a senior level playing environment. We need more of that.
Timbers looking to head the other direction. Stopped momentarily by Colin Mitchell. Ryan Miller's pass goes off the heels of Ben Zemansky. Here comes San Jose the other direction. Sam Garza with it. Goes down, no foul called by the head referee Ronald LeGraff. Here come the Timbers the other way. Frederick Picquion able to get on the end of it.
Great movement from Picquion. He comes short to get on the ball. He draws his center back with him and then gets in behind him. It's great movement.
Moby Fair with a chest down and shot deflected away by Bingham, and it's the Timbers' second corner kick of the match. Picquion was the one that sent it in. It fell to Fair and got a good right foot on it, and Bingham had to make the save. Nanchoff now a left-footed outswinger. 5 men in the box for the Timbers. Header comes Picayune on the end of it, but not enough to get by Bingham, who makes the easy save.
Yeah, he just had to jump straight up in the air. He's not coming onto that one. He can't generate the power that he wants. It's a good ball in, though.
Rincon, the pass to Nanshoff. Send it in the middle for Fair. Fair drops it back to Tucker Gagnes.
There we go. Like how they play out of pressure there. Better choices, a little bit more composure. I know they've got to go back with it, but at least they don't give it away.
San Jose in possession. Fucito looking for the quick pass to John, but it will trip out of play for a Timbers throw here on the near side. Throw comes in, still up in the air. Eventually falls to San Jose, who maintains possession. Cordell Cato on it, drop it back to the goal scorer Martinez out wide for Mitchell. Mitchell to Beitashour. Beitashour the long switch looking for Garza, but the Timbers able to get on the end of it and just punt it long, out of play to reset the defense. 31st minute of action here at Jeld-Wen Field. Timbers won, Earthquakes won, and the rain coming down hard now. Might even be some hail involved, and yes, it is hail coming down. Was wondering, I thought I was hearing it on the roof. It was so loud, and it is hailing.
The weather in this place is outrageous.
Welcome to Oregon in the springtime. Can't imagine that this is the most enjoyable atmosphere weather-wise to be playing a match in, Brett.
Well, I think that good players won't even recognize it, you know. They're embroiled in the contest and the competition, and you know they're just competing. Hail? I'm not sure though. Maybe you're right.
when those stones are pelting you in the head, I would imagine that gets you every once in a while.
Yeah.
Nice defensive work there by Miller, and Zemansky will look long for Picayune, who does a good job to get on the end of it, maintain possession.
Tell you what, he makes that look really easy. That ball's come in, it's zipping in along the turf. You know, he uses his body to forecheck off the center back. He secures it well. That's great technique from the center forward.
Seems like momentum has switched since the goal for San Jose. They're controlling more of the possession, whereas the Timbers are punching long to get it out of their defensive third. See if that changes here as we enter the final 14 minutes of the first half. Valencia taken down. A card will come out to Brad Ring as Valencia remains down. Timbers looking to quickly restart. Ronald LeGraff says, nope, let's wait. What'd you see there?
To be honest with you, I thought it was a 50-50 ball and was there to be won. It's a hard challenge, there's no question about it.
So Brad Ring does go in the book in the 33rd minute, a yellow card. Nanshoff will stand over at about 35 to 40 yards away from goal.
Yellow card issued to San Jose number 5, Brad Ring. Ring issued the caution card.
Two-man wall for the Earthquakes. Ball will come in. Header won by Kowalik, I believe that was. But Bingham out to pick it up. And that was Ryan Kowalik who got on the end of it. We'll take another look.
Yeah, it's a good ball. Ryan's in a good area. He just got to steer that one onto goal.
A lot of room out there for Martinez on the left-hand side of the 18. He'll take the shot. Deflection comes and goes just wide of goal to the right side. But it will be the Earthquakes' third corner kick of the first half as the hail comes down harder now here at Jeld-Wen Field. Looks like it's snowing. You can hear it pelting the roof. Cross comes in, headed down by Steven Evans. San Jose back with it already, though. Garza will send the cross in. This time headed away and out for another corner kick. Koala got his head to it. A little upset about the direction as it will go out past the end line for a corner kick. Cross comes in. Miller able to get it away. Martinez with a lot of room. Drops it back to Cato. Cato will try and chip towards Martinez. Miller's there. Gets it back into the center circle. But San Jose once again remains in possession. Timbers pressure high. Martinez with it, taken down from behind by Zemansky. It'll be a restart for San Jose in the 35th minute.
It's not the most disciplined defending there. You know, sometimes you just got to restrict. If it's not there to be won.
Cato has it, corner of the 18. Deflection. Tucker Gagnes gets a header to it. Fucito, is he able to keep it in play? No. Milos Kosic will have a goal kick. Do you sense a bit of frustration here for the Timbers, given that they really for the last 10 minutes or so haven't been able to control as much possession of the ball as they did early on in the match?
No question about it, you know. San Jose's got a little bit more belief in what they're doing, and I think Portland's a little bit rattled.
Adam John has it right at the edge of the 18. He'll drop it to Garza. Garza, low shot, parried away by Kosic and cleared away by Miller. Struck that well, did Garza, but Kosic was there to make the save. Miller's clearance will be deflected and will go out of play for a throw 2 yards from the corner flag.
You know, you have to expect, though, in games that you're going to have to weather the storm sometimes. You're not always going to be the dominant side, and especially when you're playing against good teams. It's how you weather the storm, how you manage those moments. You know, even here, wins us a foul, can clear our lines, everybody squeezes up. Instead of turning into his man and possibly losing possession there.
Brett, I was just trying to figure out whether you were talking, which weathering the storm you were talking about, whether it was the actual weather or if it was the play of San Jose here in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Things have calmed down a bit, just rain falling here at Geldwin Field. 1-1, Timbers and Earthquakes, 37th minute. Nanchoff opened the scoring for the Timbers. Walter Martinez answered just a bit later, and that's where we stand now. Fletcher Johnson, Brett Jacobs with you here on PortlandTimbers.com.
That's what I think they can start asking of San Jose. You know, if you can't play out, you're looking for those longer balls. They're accustomed to that. I think that plays into Portland's hands. A little bit higher of a line of pressure here. You give good players time on the ball, they can pick their spot.
Bad turnover here by Miller as Martinez with the run. Nicely cut out by Evans, I want to say it was. Might have been Kowalik. Fair is dumped, and a yellow card coming out for Abu Tommy. And Fair comes up limping a bit. We take a look at the replay. Definitely a late challenge from Tommy.
It's a dangerous tackle. It's nowhere near it.
Tucker Gagnes free kick goes all the way past the end line, and Bingham with a quick restart. Beitashour up to Cato. Back to Beitashour. Deflected by Zemansky. Ball remains in play momentarily. Will be sent back hard for Bingham, who just has to punt it out, and he went down awkwardly there.
Yeah, that was strange.
Very odd as the pass from
Yellow card issued to San Jose's number 22, Abu Tommy. Tommy issued the caution card.
So that the yellow card for Tommy from a few minutes ago. Bingham goes down very awkwardly. Looks like he's holding his knee. That left knee area, left leg, as it was a very hard back pass. And Bingham had to run full speed to try and get over there, and then it was awkward as well because it was right at the corner of the 18, and he's forced to just kick it out of play.
Sometimes you can catch your toe on the turf, and looked like he went to side-footed out of play. But again, you see the pressure is, you know, Portland puts on higher up the field, and good things happen.
It's been a very even match thus far. Each team with 6 shots. Timbers with 3 corner kicks and the Earthquakes with 4. And each team with a goal to show for it as well, as Bingham is up. Wonder if they'll put some of that magic spray on it. But first we'll take a look at the replay.
See how he catches his toe.
Yeah, tough to make out what happened there, but he's not able to put much weight on that left leg as of right now, and would believe that he's not going to be able to come back in. And if that's the case, the backup goalkeeper, Evan Newton, will have to come in for the Earthquakes. Never like to see injuries in these reserve league matches. In the 41st minute here on PortlandTimbers.com, Timbers 1, Earthquakes 1. And a discussion happening right here in front of us, as Earthquakes coach Mark Watson having a conversation with the officials. So Newton will be allowed to come on. This dangerous if the injury is very bad for Bingham, as the Earthquakes only with 3 goalkeepers on their roster. Evan Newton, a 6'2" Virginia Beach product. Cross comes in. No danger first time. Fair sends it back across. His is cleared away. Timbers able to keep it in though, as Evans tries to send it forward, but 2 Timbers in offside positions.
For the San Jose Earthquake reserves, number 13, Evan Newton. Newton now in goal for San Jose.
Newton not yet appeared in an MLS match in his 3-year MLS career. Spent his first season with the Houston Dynamo and the last year, I should say, with the Earthquakes. So certainly not an easy situation to come into, especially in a match where it's been cold here at Gerald Field. We had the hail, we had the rain. That has all subsided. But if you're the Timbers and head coach Cameron Knowles, you'd like to see the Timbers get a few opportunities here pretty early to test Evan Newton since he's fresh on the pitch.
Yeah, they've gone away a little bit from how they started the game. The supply into the front players hasn't been as consistent, and the type of service. And, you know, you got to tip your hat a little bit to San Jose. Great ball.
This ball will check up for Cato, who will send it across. Tucker Gangness there, though. Knocks it out of play for an Earthquakes throw. Quickly taken into Tommy. Tommy to Martinez. Martinez, nice first touch to get around Fair. Fair to Cato. Cato in across the box. Fusito gets a foot to it, although offside called. A Timbers restart for Milos Kosic.
Martinez has been a handful.
Really played well here in the first half and has the goal for San Jose on a brilliantly struck ball with his right foot.
They break quickly, you know. these balls that they regain, they look to hit you on the break, and powerful and pacey. Direct, they play with purpose. It's a great play.
Fucito gets on the end of it. His shot goes wide, though, and actually stays in play all the way to the near corner flag. It's picked up there by Cato. Cato one-on-one. Ball is sent in, drop back for Tommy, who takes a shot and just pops it straight up in the air over the goal. What San Jose, really since the Timbers have scored, it seems to me, Brett, they've really, it almost kind of like that goal woke them up, because they started playing much more their style of soccer, that direct, as you mentioned, quick-paced game. They've really played that way for the last 25 to 30 minutes of this first half.
Well, I think most teams in MLS, and that'll go for reserve sides as well, they've got a workmanlike approach to their defending, and sometimes it's down to confidence. And when you concede after scoring that quickly, sometimes it can ask questions of your confidence, and I think that Portland's trying to find their way a little bit right now.
When you lose that rhythm, what do you have to do to try and regain it, especially with the style that the Timbers like to play?
Got to try and get it down,
Ladies and gentlemen,
and do the things that you're good at. And if it's keep possession,
3 minutes.
you got to work on trying to move off the ball, number one, playing 1 and 2 touch, but you can't play 1 and 2 touch without good movement. And trying to build those little triangles in midfield, and those supporting angles have got to be right, the distances have got to be right, and you can't hide. You got to want to get on the ball. You got to have belief in your passing.
Cross comes in, it's headed out by the Timbers. Garza back with it, though, nicely dispossessed by Evans. Here come the Timbers the other way. If they hurry, it's 3-on-2. Rincon out wide for Nanshoff. Nanshoff, bit of a soft pass from Rincon, but it ends up in a Timbers throw.
So get it in quick. Start moving it around.
Rincon very quick on the ball, drops it in the middle for Picquion, who is dispossessed by John. Cato has it now. Nice diagonal ball for Fucito. Unable to control it. This ball knocked out of play by Ryan Kowalik. It'll be an Earthquakes throw as we are about a minute and a half into the 3 added minutes of time here at the end of the first half. 1-1, Timbers and Earthquakes. Header comes, has to be parried away by Milos Kosic, as it looked like it was Colin Mitchell who got ahead to it. San Jose remains in possession. Brad Ring has it. Right in the center of the field. Into the middle for Fucito. Tries the pass from Mitchell out to the left. It was a little too heavy. And Ryan Miller has it now. Into the middle for Picquion. Timbers able to keep it in play and stay in possession. Just 40 seconds or so left here at the discretion of Ronald LeGraff. Seems like a good time for halftime to come for the Timbers.
I think they'll try and see this one out to the break and get into the locker room. I'm sure Cameron will want to circle the wagons, and he'll have plenty of information.
And there is the whistle for the end of the first half. So after the Timbers jumped out to a 1-0 lead behind a goal from Michael Nanshoff The Earthquakes got the equalizer from Walter Martinez, and that is where we sit through 45 minutes. Timbers won, Earthquakes won. Second half of action about 15 minutes from now here on PortlandTimbers.com.
Want to explore more and spend less? Alaska Airlines makes it easy with great fares to places you really want to go. Bask in the warmth of Hawaii with flights to 4 Hawaiian Islands, or follow the Timbers on the road. Fly Alaska to Washington, D.C. and watch the Timbers take on D.C. United, or head to Chicago to extinguish the fire, or maybe a quick trip down the coast to San Jose to shake up the Earthquakes. No matter where you go, Alaska offers the most flights to the most places from Portland. Explore more, spend less, visit alaskaair.com. Since 1960, when Joe Lynn began with One Oregon millwork plant, we've been dedicated to crafting reliable windows and doors. Today you can see, touch, and feel reliability in our beautiful windows and doors because of their durability, energy efficiency, and worry-free performance. We measure our success by the relationships we build with our customers, suppliers, and communities where we live and work. We partner with organizations such as the Green Building Initiative, which accelerates green building practices by promoting environmentally progressive approaches that are practical, affordable, and accessible. KeyBank is a proud founding sponsor of the Portland Timbers. It's just one part of KeyBank's involvement with our community. KeyBank's also demonstrating commitment to Oregon by having opened over 16 new branches in the last 2 years to better serve consumers and businesses. Visit key.com and go Timbers. All right, Rose City, here's a recap of tonight's first half, brought to you by CenturyLink. All right, fans, we draw your attention to the video board for the first half play-by-play call of the game.
Look at that, two Timbers inside the 18, and the turnover here. Inch up with the shot, back of the net. Goal, 1-0 Timbers, 14th minute, and it comes because of the pressure. Second half about to get underway here on PortlandTimbers.com as the Timbers and Earthquakes tied at 1 here at the break. Michael Nanchoff opened the scoring for the Timbers with a goal off a San Jose turnover, and then Walter Martinez answers for San Jose off a turnover for the Portland Timbers. So we sit at 1-1 here at the break, and it's Fletcher Johnson, Brett Jacobs, former Colorado assistant, here with you on PortlandTimbers.com, about ready for the second half of action. Looks like one substitution will be made for San Jose. We will get you those details as they become available. But Brett, a first half where the Timbers certainly saw more of the ball early, but it seemed like momentum switched in the favor for San Jose. Seemingly the majority of the first half after the Timbers scored.
Yeah, I would think that Cameron would have a team talk that, addressed some of those issues. Those discussions will talk a lot about things that went right, things that didn't go right, and how do you fix them. I thought that they started the game really well defensively. They got exposed a little on the break, and I thought San Jose attacked with lots of pace, 9 shots to their 5. So talking about keeping things condensed and compact. More importantly, reactions to loss of possession. Brad Ring seemed to get on the ball quite a bit there. I wonder if they can start to ask, that center forward group or those forwards to just affect the backside of him so he can't get his head up and switch play and probe. And
Substitution
overall, get back to the game plan. I think in possession, the most important thing is to get them to settle down. After they conceded, it seemed to hurry some things, and they had a little bit of difficulty establishing a rhythm again. They'll get back to it. Sure.
Underway here in the second half, and as you saw there on the screen, Tommy Thompson coming on for Steven Badischer. He'll play that right back position for the Earthquakes. Tommy Thompson, an academy player with the Earthquakes. So that is the lone substitution here at halftime, as now the Earthquakes reserves have a guest player in Hunter Gorski in the lineup, as well as an academy player in Tommy Thompson. No substitutions for the Timbers as we are underway about a minute in here in the second half of action at Geldwin Field. Rain falling just lightly, and a foul called on San Jose. Zemansky will take it quickly. Tucker Gagnes goes high and rises over the top of the San Jose defender. Will be called for a foul here, though, as the San Jose defender still down. Can't tell who it is. See if we can see it on the replay. And it looks like it's Adam John who took the brunt of Tucker Gagnes going over the top. And it looks like Tucker Gagnes has gone in the book as well. Good to see John back to his feet.
Yellow card issued to the Timber Reserves, number 25, Dylan Tucker Gagnes. Tucker Gagnes with the caution card.
So as you hear there, Tucker Gagnes picks up the caution card, and we're back underway. Valencia will try and maintain possession. Does nice to get around Tommy. Drop it back for Miller, who will punt it long out near midfield. Headed back across midfield by Brad Ring. Fusito grabs Miller, and it will be a restart for the Timbers. Go out to the far side for Evans. Dummied on by a Nanchoff, but to nobody in particular. Ring will go back to Evan Newton, goalkeeper, who came on there late in the first half as David Bingham went out with a very awkward injury as he was rushing to the edge of his 18 to knock the ball out of play. So Newton able to settle in his third MLS season, yet to appear in an MLS first-team match. Nice work there by Rincon to send Nanchoff. Nanchoff with the early cross, cut out by Ring, and he'll drive it long towards midfield.
Just a little bit scruffy in that final third.
Timbers able to win back possession. They'll send it to the back line, maybe to generate a little bit more possession of the ball. It goes out of play off of Garza. And it will be a handball. Ryan Miller complaining he thought the linesman just called it out of play, but they actually did call a handball. Brad Ring with the foul on Frederick Piccione. So dangerous opportunity, best opportunity for either team here at the beginning of the second half. So we take a look at the replay. Didn't look like there was a ton there, but it'll be a restart for the Timbers, about 10 yards outside the 18. So number 37 is actually Trevor Long, not Tommy Thompson. So Trevor Long into the match. He's playing that right back, and the Timbers get a goal from Michael Nanchoff off the restart. And in the 50th minute, the Timbers have a 2-1 lead.
It's a great finish. The fact that it skips before it goes in makes it even that much more difficult. Got it around the wall. Fabulous.
A beautiful goal from Nanchoff. Now the Timbers with 2 set-piece goals here on the weekend. I guess it's not the weekend anymore. I guess it's Monday here in the last 2 days. How about last day, actually?
Timber Reserve's second goal scored by number 17, Michael Nanchoff.
So Nanchoff
with the goal in the 50th minute.
Has a brace here tonight. That's his 3rd goal on the Reserve League season. And he will get to pick up 2 log slices tonight.
See how they cope with this now.
And here comes Evans. Won the ball off Cato. Up to Rincon. Rincon, a lot of speed to work with. Tries to dribble around his man, Brad Ring, a veteran of this league. But Rincon gets the ball back, drops it back for Nanchoff. Deflected around there in the 18. Eventually falls to Ring. And he clears it. Adam John will run onto this ball for the Earthquakes. Nice defensive work by Kowalik to at the very least slow him down. San Jose still coming the other direction. Garza with it. Will send it out wide to Mitchell. Mitchell into Fucito. Fucito into the 18. Advantage played. As there was a foul on Colin, or would have been for Colin Mitchell. It would have been a San Jose restart, but the referee played advantage. Eventually Kosic comes out to pick it up. Some nervy moments there as the Timbers quickly restart the other way. Nanchoff with a lot of room to work. He'll try to look long for Piccione. Can he get on the end of it? No. It was close, but the bounce was too high, and Piccione could not get ahead to it. So similar to the way we saw things go in the first half, Brett, things really opening up after the opening goal of the first half. Same here in the second half as well.
Just see him get on the ball now and calm things down a little bit with that possession, take the sting out of this. You know, this is where good decision making comes into play and making the right choices. Sometimes it's playing for territory. It's not always all about possession, but just like to see him establish a little bit of a rhythm here.
Throw will come from Miller. Piccione chest down. Kick over the head from Garza. In the middle, Fair knocks it off Walter Martinez, and he kicked that with all of his might. Martinez is down. I think he took that one in a Not very pleasant location. And he is still down.
That's a foul.
Fusito taken down by Kowalik. A card will come out as Kowalik ran Fusito off the ball. Be a free kick for San Jose in a very dangerous position. As we take a look at the replay. Oof. Martinez walking over to the sideline.
Yellow card issued to the Timber Reserves number 18, Ryan Kowalik. Kowalik issued the caution card.
Three-man wall for the Timbers. Garza stands over the ball. He will strike it with his right foot. 6 men in and around the box for the Earthquakes. Garza sends it in, takes the shot, it's high.
Rowdy, threatening, or inconsiderate behavior such as standing in aisles, profane or abusive language, fighting or intoxication will not be tolerated and will result in ejection and arrest.
Got a lot on it, but really nowhere near goal.
Yeah, you just don't like to see him concede a free kick from that area so quickly after scoring.
Piccione was able to head on, but San Jose back with it now. Beautiful move by Valencia. He's got Tommy directly behind him.
Here we go. Here's their opportunity now just to build a little bit of offensive pressure. Make San Jose work a little bit. Enjoy some possession. Keep it moving.
Rincon turns it over, though. Pass forward to nobody in particular, and the Timbers get it back. Try the long switch from Miller. He's able to get on the end of it. Zemansky making the diagonal run. Trying to the middle for Piccione, who's got a heavy first touch. It's grabbed by Tommy, but straight to Valencia. Timbers definitely look to settle things now as this ball comes up for Piccione and will go out of play. No deflection, and it'll be a San Jose throw. Look at this beautiful move by Valencia.
It's a great piece of skill. All three front runners for Portland are more than capable of that creative play.
'57th minute, Timbers 2, Earthquakes 1 here on PortlandTimbers.com. Fletcher Johnson, former Colorado assistant Brett Jacobs here with you. Timbers 2-1-0 in their 3 reserve matches this season. Wins over Tampa Bay and Seattle. A loss to Colorado. Looking for their 3rd win on the season. San Jose, meanwhile, has played just 1 reserve league match, and it was a loss.
This is a ball they can press.
Look at Valencia.
Doesn't need to foul there.
Just try and bull through there as he ran down Hunter Gorski. So foul on Valencia, restart San Jose. You take a look at it here, very clearly a foul. Can't just push someone 2 hands in the back and get away with it in front of this a side judge.
They're going towards their own goal. You know, I think if he just restricts what they can do and the back 4 and the midfield 3 can squeeze in there, they can start to apply that defensive pressure higher up the field.
Rain has subsided here at Geldwin Field as Kosic punts it long. Ball will come down and be settled by San Jose. Ring up to Cato, the former Seattle player who came over to San Jose in the offseason. But the Timbers back with it. Miller tries to pick out Valencia, is unable to, and here comes San Jose the other way. John has it and leaves it for Garza. Garza to Martinez. They will go back into midfield for Gorski. Gorski to Ring. Ball in for Ring. Chance for a shot. Tucker Gagnes there, though. Cuts it out. Up to Rincon. Timbers with a chance to break.
The gap between Kowalik and Tucker Gagnes was massive there.
Now tell me, and the listeners, why is that? Why is that an issue? What would you like to see those two players do differently?
Well, that back four's got to stay intact, and you know, sometimes they get attracted to forwards, and it takes a split second for them to not communicate and, you know, make a decision on when to mark a player and when to mark space. But the one thing that they have to do is stay connected.
When does that decision come, whether you're marking a player or marking space? How is that decision made?
Well, it's difficult, you know, and the closer you are to goal is what will, you know, generally be the biggest factor, because players will be in a scoring position. And you've got to put pressure on the ball closer to your own goal. If you look at back four for San Jose, now they're marking space, but at some point somebody's got to go and address that. They've done a great job there of just delaying. You know, they were numbers down, they condensed together as a group, and eventually you back up enough towards your own goal where somebody's got to go and step and address. But they're compact and they're tight.
Timbers do earn the corner kick. It's their fourth of the match. Nanshoff comes over to take it from the near flag. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger. 5 men in the box for the Timbers. Cross comes in. Goalie comes out. Newton not able to get anything on it, but the ball falls directly back for Fucito, who clears to midfield.
Yeah, those second phase balls, you know, that don't come in off the direct cross, you know, those are the ones that you want to see players that are ringing the top of the box get on the end of. Just maybe get a shot off of a poor clearance. Big moments.
Ring will send it long, and this ball will go all the way to Milos Kosic. 61st minute. Portland 2, San Jose 1. Nanshoff with goals in the first and second half has the Timbers on top. Walter Martinez has the lone goal for San Jose. Beautiful ball up to Valencia. Valencia will cross in. It's deflected away by Hunter Gorski. And out of play, quickly taken by Valencia into Miller. Miller will pick out Fair. Fair looking for Zemansky, but Gorski.
Here they come on the break. This is where they're difficult to deal with.
Fucito using that pace, but Kowalik with a nice block. And will send it out of play right in front of Cameron Knowles. Garza will take the throw in quickly, but now you really see that quick ability to turn things around for San Jose. Nice defensive work by Kowalik, though, to snuff out the effort. And here come the Timbers the other direction.
Keep it going wide.
Nanshoff has Rincon out wide. Rincon into the 18. Will he take the shot? Yes, he will. Tries to chip the keeper. Well, hits the side netting. And out for a goal kick. Timbers ready their first substitution of the match. And it will be the U18 Academy player, Christian Desir, who will come on.
Substitution for the Timbers into the match.
And it will be for Frederic Piquillon.
Number 10, Frederic Piquillon. Desir in, Piquillon out for the Timbers.
It's a good run out for Piquillon. Be happy with that.
Piquillon, the 34-year-old former French national teamer, joined the Timbers really right before the regular season started. Made the squad. And he is spelled for Christian Desir. Szymanski up for Miller. Able to find him. Miller sends the cross in, almost in a sense dummied on by Desir. Ball will go out of play as it was cleared out by San Jose, as they will ready another substitution as well. And it will be Dan Delgado, guest player,
for San Jose. Into the match, number
coming
20,
on.
Dan Delgado.
And
Number
Cordell
7, Cordell
Cato
Delgado on, Cato off.
will
for
come
San
off.
Jose.
So Delgado will play in the midfield. This ball switched over to the left. Fair with it now, who will dump it back to Tucker Gagnes. Tucker Gagnes switches to the right for Miller. Beautiful first touch to Szymanski. Szymanski into the middle. Almost in a sense a diagonal ball in the direction of Rincon. And San Jose back in possession.
This is where they can really get a foothold into the game now, Portland. Start to apply that pressure.
Desir is fouled right near the edge of the 18, so will be a Timbers free kick. Dangerous position here on the right. Take a look at the replay.
Thought it was a foul.
Desir looked to be dragged down. The first assistant, Lucas Brooks, was the one that called the foul. So Nanshoff will stand over at a two-man wall in between him and the goal. 5 men in the box for the Timbers. Cross comes in. Back post. Valencia. Looks like he settles it, and then it was, I want to say, Ring that cleared it out behind net. So the Timbers earn their 5th corner kick on the match. It was Ring.
Ball.
A lot of room there for Valencia on the back post as he was unmarked. Nanshoff's cross comes in. Tucker Gagnes gets ahead to it. Falls for Garza, who pops it straight up in the air. Kowalik, this ball just hanging around right outside the 6-yard box. San Jose having a lot of trouble clearing, eventually falls to fair. Cross sent in by Nanshoff. Over to the far side for Valencia. Valencia on it. Bad pass looking for Desir, and San Jose able to clear their lines.
Yeah, they absorbed that counter really good. Players getting behind the ball, slowing it down.
Once again, if you're just joining us, goals from Michael Nanshoff in the first and second halves have the Timbers on top of the Earthquakes reserves 2-1. Fletcher Johnson and Brett Jacobs here with you on PortlandTimbers.com. It's a pleasure to have you with us here on a Monday night. We've pretty much seen it all weather-wise here as well. We've seen some sun, we saw some rain, we saw some hail. Who knows what else Portland Spring has in store for us here on a Monday night. Definitely having the temperature dip down as well as we continue on past 8:30 here on PortlandTimbers.com. Nice job to settle by Nanshoff. San Jose pressuring high, though. Here comes Martinez. He's got the lone goal for San Jose in the first half. And the pass too long for Adam John, out of play for a Timbers goal kick. The pass just a little too much on it. John disappointed as he had gotten behind the defense. Timbers wanting to remind you it's fresh strawberry season at Burgerville. Fresh strawberry shortcakes, milkshakes, smoothies, and lemonades. Enjoy these springtime delights at Burgerville today. Don't root hungry. Fusito with it, using that pace, attacking the Timbers defense. Tucker Gagnes steps up. Fusito passes it to no one in particular, though, and the Timbers get the ball back. Evans dribbling forward. Now they look over the top for Valencia. Can he get on the end of it? Yes, he does. Settles the ball right at the edge of the 18 down near the end line. Up to Rincon. Rincon to Nanshoff. Nanshoff looking for the hat trick. Nicely cleared away, though, by Hunter Gorski. This ball will go all the way to Kosic, who will just tap it to the right to Kowalik.
One of the things they've done much better this week is the service into the front men and then setting it back into midfielders, the runs to support those sets. You know, they've been able to secure the ball higher up the field in good areas.
Here comes San Jose the other way. Ball cleared out of play by Evans. Quickly thrown in, Martinez on it to the middle for Garza. Garza, square for Tommy. Colin Mitchell on it. Heavy touch. Miller able to pressure. Ball goes out of play for a Timbers throw. So nice defensive work there by Miller to win the throw for Portland.
Really works hard to get out there as the ball travels. It gets tight, gets his head down, gets a chance to affect the wide man.
Miller appeared in his third first-team match last night as a second-half substitute after starting the first two matches of the year at that right back position for Portland. Restart for San Jose. Sent long in the direction of Adam John. Tucker Gagnes wins the header. Garza nutmegs fair there. Ball falls to Ring, who sends it in, and it's straight to Kosic. Quickly out to Desir. The U18 Academy player sends it long. Valencia looking to get on the end of it, unable to. And San Jose back in possession as they pass it around the back four. There's no doubt that San Jose's had some dangerous runs forward here in the second half, but the Timbers have really been able to cut out the majority of them.
Yeah, the back four, this is where they really need to step up in stature and start to command the game a little bit more and really keep things tight, you know.
Nanshoff looks over the top for Valencia, but I think he got a arm on it. And it did look like when he swung through with the left arm, he helped bring the ball down. And then gets a talking to from the official for taking the shot after the whistle had blown. '73rd minute. Timbers holding on to a 2-1 lead against the Earthquakes reserves as Portland looks for their third Reserve League win on the season in 4 matches.
Showing a little bit of naivety, the young boy. No, this isn't the time for flicks and overly creative, elaborate play. It's now about being reliable on the ball, keeping it moving on, being consistent.
San Jose generating some possession. This pass too far out in front of Martinez. Kowalik clears, ball deflects off Martinez. Soft touch from Desir. Here comes Tommy. Tommy to Martinez. Martinez sends it back through in the direction of Tommy. Deflection on Ryan Miller's clear. Comes to Delgado. Zamansky gets on the end of it, and Miller will have a moment to punch it forward. Nanchoff heads along.
And he asked me about center backs not being too far apart. There was a good example of Tucker Gagnes and Ryan Kowalik just absorbing that pressure. A little bit fortunate with how the ball came out there, but still doing a good job.
See both Cameron Knowles and Sean McCauley up, organizing the troops as we enter the last 15 minutes of regulation time here at Geldwin Field. Rain once again falling.
They don't need to score now. This is just where they can start to work San Jose over with that possession, stretching them. They'll find the time. Good patient build up. Once they get to this middle third, they can create an opening. Big switch.
Patience from the Timbers. But it ends with San Jose in possession.
I think Zamansky wanted to get that one just over the defender, underhit it.
Walter Martinez on the right, sends the early cross in. Tucker Gagnes, good to get a foot on it because Fusito was running right behind him. Evans on it, being pressured by Martinez. Just has to pop it out. Garza picks it up there. And a foul called, given by the Timbers right at the edge of the 18, far side corner. About 5 yards away from the edge of the 18. We take a look at the replay.
That evolves. Stephen Evans takes a ball. It's really high. It's coming down. I think if he can just clear that one instead of trying to take it down.
Cross comes in from Garza over the three-man wall the Timbers had. Will go out of play for a Portland throw as San Jose readies two more substitutions. First substitution, we'll see Mike Fusito come off. And coming on will be Tommy Thompson. So now Tommy Thompson in the match. Thought he came on at halftime. The numbers switched though, so Trevor Long came on at halftime, an academy player. Tommy Thompson is now on. Also off is Sam Garza. So two changes, one in the midfield, one at the forward spot for the Earthquakes as they bring on Tommy Thompson and also, I believe, AJ Gray, guest player. Moby Fair is down, injured right on the midfield stripe. San Jose remains in possession. Tommy.
Also in for the
over to Gray.
number 32,
Gray will drop it back
replacing number 17,
too long.
Sam Garza.
Back up to Gray. Not stopping play here as Fair is still down. Now the ball goes out of play for a San Jose throw. Fair is still down on the midfield stripe. Didn't really see what happened to Fair. He is back to his feet. And we are back ready for play in the 79th minute. These
negative balls can just squeeze 5 yards. Back four, Portland. Just condense that space.
Shot comes from Gray, but it's high and wide right, and out for a goal kick. Timbers still in front 2-1.
Scores from there. Unbelievable.
Just going to have to chalk that one up if it goes in as a great shot. But you don't see too many of those go in. As Martinez has it, we'll try and pump it long for Tommy Thompson. Kosic out to the edge of his box to pick it up. Drops it to Miller. Miller will look long for Desir, who's unable to get on the end of the pass. Physical play here. And this ball will go out for a San Jose throw, quickly taken. This ball will go out of play for a San Jose corner kick. That it will be their 6th of the match, and it comes in the 80th minute as the Timbers ready another substitution. Delgado will stand over it, be a left-footed outswinger. 6 players in the box. Not much on that one, but fair chest down and over the end line, and we'll set it up and do it again. Dangerous ball from Delgado. He's cleared away by the Timbers. All the way to Gray, 40 yards away from goal. Gets around Desir, dribbling towards the end line on the far side. Crosses in, header from John, saved by Kosic.
Not enough pressure out there.
Punt long, not handled well by Long. Valencia is taken down, and it'll be a restart for the Timbers, 35 yards away from goal, dead on. Substitution will come. Ben Zemansky will come off. 81 minutes for him tonight. And James Nosak, the U18 Academy player, will take his place.
For the Timber Reserves.
A good game by Zemansky. I thought he showed a lot of good awareness and finding some telling passes and worked very hard defensively.
Nosak, a guy that has earned these minutes. He's been in 20 matches for the U18 Timbers Academy team. Started 16 of them. Has 9 goals so far this season. So a great year for Nosak. And he will get a good solid 9 minutes with the Timbers reserves here. Kosic will pick up the ball as Tommy Thompson comes to pressure him. As we are about 82 minutes through this match and set to enter the 83rd. 7 minutes of regulation time left here at Jeld-Wen Field. Look at Valencia run to that ball and force the turnover. It's that high pressure that you talked about, Brett, that earned the Timbers that throw-in.
He works hard on and off the ball.
Rincon, some nice work to get through a couple defenders, has an opportunity to cross. Mishits it, though, and it's out for a San Jose goal kick.
Those are the moments, him applying that pressure there where, they pin San Jose in here. They're not conceding ground.
Fair knocks the ball off of San Jose for a throw. So nice work there by Fair to earn the Timbers a throw. Quickly taken. Timbers are in possession. They'll long switch for Ryan Miller over to the near side. Miller will look long for Valencia. Valencia bumped off and a foul given. Hunter Gorski called for the foul on the push. And another restart for the Timbers. Brad Ring not happy about it. Knocks the ball out of play. But an opportunity for the Timbers to burn a few more seconds off the clock here as Fair comes over to pick up the ball. Nanshoff to stand over it, two-man wall in front of him, sends the cross in. Evan Newton able to get two hands on it, punch it away. San Jose with a chance to break. Martinez has it. Nice defensive pressure by Nanshoff just to slow things down, if nothing else. This ball nearly goes out of play, but does stay in. Looked like it went out to me, but our near side official says it stayed in play. Ball will go all the way back into the 18. Valencia chasing. Hunter Gorski with a nice move to fake out Valencia and bring it forward. Nice back and forth from San Jose here as they keep the ball away from the Timbers.
This is where it becomes really important to stay disciplined, stay on your feet, track your runners.
And a shot from Delgado is blocked away by Kosic after some beautiful footwork as he was trying to work to get around the defender. It was Ryan Kowalik who was there. He turned around Kowalik, went left, then went right, found a shot, but Kosic was there to block it away. Cross comes in, and Kosic reaches it over John. Now the Timbers break the other direction. The U18 Academy player, Christian Desir, on the ball. He's got Valencia in front of him. Defender chasing him down. He's dribbling it all the way down to the end line. Crosses it in straight to Newton, though. And San Jose, I would imagine, will quickly come the other direction.
Talk about dodging a bullet. Great play by San Jose.
This ball will go out of play for a Timbers throw. Too far out in front of Tommy Thompson. Thrown in for Fair. Ducker Gagnes played a solid game tonight except for the one turnover. Nanshoff with it in the middle. Tries to chip it for Desir. Does find him, but the pass back from Desir in the wrong direction as Nanshoff was running to the right. He passed it to the left. Here comes San Jose the other way.
That's where I like to see Nanshoff get on the ball. You know, behind that midfield and in front of the back four. When he gets on the half turn there, he's so dangerous. Just needs to be a little bit more, you know, purposeful with his passing.
Timbers still leading 2-1 on a brace from Michael Nanshoff. Just over 3 minutes of regulation time left in this one. Bad turnover here from the Timbers. Fair turned it over. Martinez stands on it to Tommy Thompson, who gets into the 18. Sends it into the middle for John. John deflected away. Believe it was Steven Evans who got there. The ball deflected off of Moby Fair and straight to Milos Kosic, and another bullet dodged by the Timbers.
Tired legs, lack of awareness, poor giveaway. Now that's where he's got a sense where the danger is. Take his touch away from pressure.
Trying to spring Sebastian Rincon. Had a relatively quiet night, has Rincon. But the minutes continuing to tick down to full time here at Geldwin Field. Evans will drop it back for Kosic. And we'll send it to Miller on the right. Miller punts it long. Back the other direction and out of play. Timbers throw. Timbers readying their third substitution of the match. And it looks like it'll be Anthony Maccioni, the U18 Academy player. Long switch for Sebastian Rincon. Has it at the edge of the 18. Attacks the defender. Drops it for Valencia. Valencia will take the toe poke shot. Blocked away by Evan Newton.
It's important to see this out here. San Jose will have a little bit of incentive. They'll think there's something to be had out of the game still.
Martinez will send it forward for Tommy Thompson as we enter the final minute of regulation time. Martinez to Gray. Gray one touch to John. John back to Gray. Gray out wide to Delgado. Can he get there? Yes, he will to keep it in play. Not able to get around Miller, though. Will send the cross in. It's weak and outside the 18. Momentarily cleared by Nosak, but back in possession of San Jose. Tommy has it out wide to Ring.
Start to squeeze that space.
And a foul called on Christian Desir as he takes down Walter Martinez. And the substitution will come for the Timbers at the stroke of 90.
For the Timbers into the match, number 43, Anthony Maccioni, replacing number 2, Ryan Miller.
Anthony Maccioni on, the U18 Academy product, for Ryan Miller. Maccioni appeared in 18 matches with the U18 reserves, started 7 of those, has 2 goals on the season. And we will play 1 minute of second half stoppage time as we are just underway. Delgado on the ball. Sends it out wide for Gray. Gray, the cross comes in. Header won by the Timbers. And it'll go out at midfield for a San Jose throw. "30 seconds of the 1 minute gone here in second half stoppage time at the discretion of Ronald LeGraff. Gray has it out on the right. Dylan Tucker Gagnes, nice work once again to shepherd that ball out of play. And what is the call here? No signal from the official as of yet, as far as I can tell. Looks like a foul will be called on San Jose. We take a look at the replay.
Clatters into the back of him.
Tucker Gagnes says, you see, back up and running towards midfield. Not much left in this one. Kosic will send it forward. And we will get our final whistle. And on a brace from Michael Nanchop, his second and third goals of the season. The Portland Timbers reserves earn their third victory here early in the Reserve League schedule. Moving to 3-1-0 on the season with a 2-1 victory over the San Jose Earthquakes. And that moves them into first place in the Western Division of the Reserve League, overtaking the top spot from Real Salt Lake. 9 points through 4 matches for the Portland Timbers. Certainly an open match at times, a physical match at times. Seems like this match, Brett, really had all those different aspects and really just a good soccer match to take in, even weather-wise as well. We got a variety of everything tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a real big learning curve for some of the younger players. For Portland, the most intriguing thing for me is their management of the match. And in the 2 games that we've seen here, they've scored early, they've let teams back into the game, and they've scored again. So, you know, they're showing a good mentality and sticking to a game plan. You can see that the ethos of the team is to work together, to play with a purpose, and sometimes they stray from it, but they're playing against good opposition. And how you deal with that is a sign of development, and it's all part of the process. For some of the senior players, they'll have had a good run out, keeping that match fitness. We saw Footy Dansu played last week and came and played last night, maybe a little bit unexpectedly, and that's what these games are for, is to keep them sharp, and that's what the reserve system's for, and it's a great exercise.
Absolutely. Well, keep in mind as well as you watch our match highlights from this one, you can find Talk Timbers presented by Gerald Windows and Doors tomorrow night on Sports Radio 750. The game will break down yesterday's match, the 1-0 victory over San Jose. Preview this weekend's upcoming match against San Jose as well. And then next Sunday night, Portland Timbers, San Jose Earthquakes at Buckshaw Stadium. Your television coverage on Root Sports with John Strong and Robbie Earl. Over on the radio side, myself, Keith Blyer, and Aiden Brown. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock with kicks shortly after 8. Timbers reserves take care of business tonight against the San Jose Earthquakes here at Gerald Field. 2-1, both goals from Michael Nanchoff. Walter Martinez with the goal for the San Jose Earthquakes reserves. For everybody involved in our broadcast, the director of broadcasting for the Portland Timbers is Matt Smith. Appreciate all the work of our engineers behind the scenes. And for Brett Jacobs, my analyst as well, I'm Fletcher Johnson. Have a great rest of your Monday night. We'll talk to you again soon here on PortlandTimbers.com.
Portland Timbers select